What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another draft video here on the Lords of Limited channel. My name is Ethan, also known as Lord Tupperware. Before we dive into this pack, which we don't have much time for, I want to remind you folks to please go ahead and click that subscribe button, click the thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. All that helps to grow our channel. All right, moving into this pack, we get a bit of a dud in Nylea's Intervention, but some fairly decent uncommons, and some fairly decent commons, probably Typhon and Heliod's Pilgrim, the best of the bunch. This is actually kind of a tough-ish pick for me, but I think I'm going to start with an Alseid of Life's Bounty as the best card here. With my kick of Pious Wayfarers these days, I kind of want to just snap that up and make our future Wayfarers better. It's going to go really nicely in like, white-green, white-red, anywhere where you're trying to like pump up the volume on your creatures. It's nice to have an onboard trick like that. And we do get a little bit of a gift here. High risk, high reward, taking a gold card second, but does feel like a bit of a gift getting a Hero of the Nyxborn second. This really makes the red-white decks tick. Beyond that, I think if Hero weren't in the pack, I'd be pretty sad and probably just take a Typhon. I like the Scrylands quite a bit as well, but no reason to like be like, oh, well, we're white, so let's take a white Scryland. Like we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on, and so we're gonna just take the best card out of the pack, and that's going to be Hero of the Nyxborn. And another nice follow-up here with a Daxos. So we got kind of lucky with grabbing Alseid of Life's Bounty out of that first pack over Prophecy or Nyx Herald or, Voracious Typhon. But I do think it was the best option of the bunch, and pretty happy to see this Daxos. We've got now 3 enchantment creatures. So as I said, any Wayfarers that we see are just going to be beautiful. There's a Wrap in Flames here that could wheel. We're definitely going to be in the market for those, especially as our hero count hopefully goes up as the draft progresses. Now that is a late Atris in my opinion, but that's hard for me to see taking here and like jumping ship for. It's possible though, so I think we're seeing 2 uncommons and a common missing out of this pack. This just feels likely that a black card or multiple black cards are among those. And so people may, like, while blue-black may be open, or people may underrate this rare. I don't know if this is a signal. This is a card worth going like, hey, if our draft was a little wonkier here and the power level of our cards was a little higher, then I might go, well, let's take Atris and then try and backdoor into the multicolored good stuff deck, like wheel this Thrill or this Altar. As it stands, I'm just going to take Underworld Ragehound. I don't think I have a reason to move off of what this pretty good aggro start, and I'm not sure that Atris is like gonna be a signal for us in the way that that we might hope. Like we took Atris, then what do you take here? You take an Omen of the Dead or an Omen of the Sea. I'm gonna take Karametra's Blessing. We don't have auras yet, but hopefully we will get them, and Blessing is really gonna help. Blessing and Alseid are really gonna help us protect our creatures. And again, like this is just good with a bunch of enchantment creatures because this just gives hexproof by itself to all 3 of these, which is nice. So I'm gonna grab Blessing number 1 here. A little early to take a card like that for sure. Now I'll take an Envoy. And again, like, Atris as a signal, I don't know. Like what would you take here? Caliphate? You wouldn't be happy about it, I don't think, and we would be giving up on what I think is a pretty rock solid start here for us. I am going to take Pilgrim number 1 over Envoy number 2 or Hero of the Games. I think even though we don't have any enchantments yet, any auras yet to go find, we're definitely in the market for them. We're in the right colors to find them. So I'm going to make that the pickup here. More goodies for us. Now, this is one of the only color pairs that I don't love Amulet as just a replacement for my 17th land, because Escape is not often the thing you want, and you often don't really want to be wasting time finding lands with this card. For us, we've got to Revoke, a Courser, and a Land into the Lost Pride. I'm just going to keep the beats coming with a 2-mana 3/1 here. A card like Revoke Existence in an aggro deck isn't as good as you might think, because you really need, in an aggressive deck, you need all of the cards in your opener, and really all the cards you draw, period, but certainly in your opener, to do something. And if Revoke doesn't find a target, or if the target for Revoke isn't that good, isn't the thing you really need to remove, then you're pretty disappointed with Revoke there. And holy cow, what a pack. Wheeling Sentinel's Eyes and Heliod's Pilgrim feels great out of our opener. And this is a toughie because, again, I think we're like, it's really weird. You don't know how the draft is going to go. Like, we definitely want one copy of Sentinel's Eyes. The first Sentinel's Eyes makes Heliod's Pilgrim better, right? But are we going to see more of these or more of these? I think Pilgrim is a higher pick, and it's more likely that we're going to want multiples of those. And I think that's going to make me... Do I want Aspect? I think that's going to make me take Aspect. Now, Aspect being revealed by Pilgrim is obviously not as good, but I think it's still going to be better here than taking another 2-mana 3/1. We already have 2 of those. And, well, there's also a weird thing where we could just be mono white, but it's going to be hard to push me off of this. And I don't think we want a second Blessing here. I'm going to take my first Aura. And now I'm going to take the first Wrap. So I think is there a Wrap that's about to come around a little later? I think there's a Wrap that's going to come later. I'm going to take Blessing. Alter, Revoke, and Wrap? No, Courser. Okay. We've only got the one hero so far, so I'm not sure that missing out on Wrap there is a huge deal, but if the deck goes the way we want, we're probably going to want to end up with a couple Wraps at the end of the day. But this is an amazing start for a draft, I think. A lot of interesting close picks there, and we'll see how things progress for the draft. Now, love me a Daxos. Honestly, love me a Lagana Band Storyteller, but Irosa's Blessing is definitely going to be the pickup here for us. It makes taking that second Pilgrim feel really good to me, and is going to be our first real removal spell. Like Tricks can remove some creatures in combat, and that's probably going to be the way we're going to do it most of the time, but Irosa's Blessing is a really strong pickup here. The other thing that taking Blessing here allows us to do is perhaps wheel Omen of the Sun, perhaps wheel Daxos. Like a white 2-drop may be something that other people at the table aren't interested in based on the cards that we're wheeling. So it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world to see this come around. But I do believe Irosa's Blessing has to be the pickup for us here. And now we've got the options of Sentinel's Eyes versus Storm Herald. I'm going to take the risky pick here. Again, I really want to make sure we end up with a Sentinel's Eyes. And generally when I find myself saying that multiple times during a draft, those are the times when this card does not make its way into my main 23, my main 40, because I just don't get one. But I'm going to take Storm Herald and hope that this wheels, or hope that we can get a Sentinel's Eyes a little later. This is a fairly weak pack for us overall. Furious Rise pretty bad in red. White... Trickster as well, and nothing else really to speak of. But Storm Herald can really, be really, really strong, especially if we get more Irosa's Blessings. So here we've got, now we get the option to take Sentinel's Eyes. Final Flare, I would want more like Blessing type cards or Omen type cards before I'm happy with that. And this is generally not, I think, a card you want in an aggro deck. Same thing with Thrill, but I am thrilled to get the Sentinel's Eyes here. And there it is, Pious Wayfarer, ding, 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 ding. That's the first. I'd like to have more, but I'll be thrilled with as many as I can get. Another Sentinel's Eyes and a Surge. Both cards that could wheel, both cards that we could be happy to play. And now we get Omen of the Forge. That's nice. A little tricksy, especially with the Wayfarer. So I'm happy to see that here. Revoke Existence, as I said, and Stampede Rider, pretty filler. Late Nessie and Hornbeetle there. And yeah, we'll play Indomitable Will. Now, the tricksy ones, the Wills and the Aspect of Manticore, they definitely make Pilgrim worse. But because you go and find that and reveal it, and then it loses some of the excitement of this card is that it is a combat trick. So, oh wow. I would play this, and this, but happy to have the 2-drop here for sure. This deck is looking juicy. Another Sentinel's Eyes definitely getting in. And we did wheel that Omen of the Sun. So Daxos did get snapped up here. Not the most surprising, but also, I would have liked it to wheel. Would have been nice. As it stands, this deck is really, really good. We get to be, because we're so high on playables, we get to be really picky in pack 3 about what we want, and what we want is more Irosa's Blessings and more Pious Wayfarers. I guess our creature count's a little low. Like, maybe we don't need 2 Blessings right now because we don't have a ton of auras. The third Sentinel's Eyes. I don't know about the third copy. I find them to have sort of diminishing returns, but it is possible with this particular deck that we really do want multiples. But I think 2 is where I'm going to draw the line right now. So it makes me happy that I didn't prioritize them earlier in the draft. Got lucky there, or fortunate, however you want to look at it. Next pick here, we get a Final Flare over the Furious Rise. Final Flare with double Sentinel's Eyes is a little better. So depending on where our removal suite is at, we may end up running this. Certainly nice to have it out of the board. We have 2 Omens and 2 Sentinel's Eyes and a Blessing. We have Indomitable Will Aspect. So we do have quite a few things that we could sacrifice to this. Let's just try and send some clear signals there, even though we're going into pack 3, so I don't know what other signals we would be sending. I think it feels like people are going to be in their lanes no matter what. So diving into pack 3, obviously would hope to see something like, something bomby would be nice, but we don't get that this draft, it looks like. Daxos in every pack, though. I don't think Labyrinth is good at all in an aggressive deck, but I do think Daxos number 2 is going to be really solid for us. I wouldn't hate a Unicorn as top end as well, and this wheeling doesn't seem that crazy considering the how far down the pecking order this is for white drafters. But Daxos number 2 is nice for us. We'll be happy with that. And now we do get some goodies. We've got Archon, Celebrant, Oracle, Chimera, Envoy. I think with how heavy white we are, Chimera is actually quite good here. We don't need, these are good 2-drops, but they're not super important for our deck, and we've got quite a good curve, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures so far before turn 3. So I do think Chimera has the option of coming down, honestly, as a 3-drop a lot of the time in this deck, which would be sweet with the double Daxos. So I'm going to grab that here. And I will, sort of optimistically put it in the 3-drop slot. So here we've got another 2-drop creature as an option versus a Heliod's Punishment. With double Heliod's Pilgrim, I'm going to take the Punishment. And also with Envoy, it's nice as a 1-mana removal spell. This is the deck that I think is going to maximize this the most. And it's very, very possible that a card like this could wheel, but I can't really risk it, I don't think, because I think this is a really important card for our deck's game plan. And we get a Dreadful Apathy too. So removal suite online. Really making that second Heliod's Pilgrim pickup over the first Sentinel's Eyes look great. Storm Herald with Apathy is mildly cute, I guess, if you have 6 mana. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so important safety tip. The auras that you bring back have to attach to your own creatures. All right, I don't really even like this card, but I'll take it, and I guess we can play it. This is not that, I would be so much more excited to be past a Hero of the Nyxborn than a Haktos, which I think says a lot about Haktos's quality. All right, so we just get it all here. I mean, it's not surprising. We felt like we got into this lane pretty early. As we said, going into pack 3, we could be picky, and we've really gotten hooked up here. So I'll take the 2-drop now, and another Chimera now. And we did wheel the Unicorn, but our deck is way too good to be considering this. We're really got to start to think about what cuts we want to make. I think we can take out the Flash Tricks. Heliod's Pilgrim can still find Blessing, Apathy, Punishment, and Sentinel's Eyes. So I don't know if we need these. Omen of the Sun. We've got 3 heroes, but again, I'm not sure. They already bring along buddies, so I'm not sure we need the Omen of the Sun. And then it's possible we cut, I don't know, a Blessing? Bummer that we only saw the one Wayfarer. I think with Alseid, we can cut a Blessing. And then we go You know, honestly, this is just so tough. The red is a real bummer because I'd like to go like 10-6, but I can't play this with 6. So then do I have to go 9-7? Do I have to go 10-7? I might just cut this. Oracle number 2 versus Envoy number 1. It's close. I think I like the flyer. And we got a Glory Bearers here. It'd be crazy if we got like a late Daybreak Chimera, but I doubt we will. I'm kind of feeling like cutting Haktos, honestly, and going like 10-6. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That may be crazy. You can let me know in the comment section how you would have maybe built this or drafted it. But with how heavy white we are and how much I mean, maybe with the 2 drops, I need to. It's just tough because Daxos like really wants us to be. Daxos and Chimeras really want us to be so heavy white. I think I'm gonna go 10-6 here, and not play Haktos. And I'll see you for the games. All right, here we are for match number 1, and we are lucky enough with our aggro deck to be on the play, and lucky enough to have a keepable hand here. Probably looking at hero first, maybe pick something off, maybe suit it up with eyes. Though eyes is generally better on the Envoy. Plains first for us. Island could mean a slower deck from our opponent. All right, this is sort of the problem with drawing double eyes, is that they do get worse in multiples, but we've got an okay start for them. Blue black for the opponent could be Threnody Singer, so I guess we'll attack first and just drop an Envoy. Not going to use the eyes here, just to add 2 damage for the turn. Elspeth's Nightmare. That is a nightmare, I'll tell you. That is a nightmare, I'll tell you. Okay, wish I had Indomitable Will here to protect, but I don't. And that card is just a beating. Just a beating. Yeah, I guess we'll just slam Herald and attack for 4. They get to snag Omen or one of our eyes, I guess. And what started off as a really nice beginning for our game is just one card has just interrupted it. So a clean 2 for 1 there from the Nightmare. A little bit more, actually, because we do care about the 2 cards getting exiled with our Sentinel's Eyes. There's a Shimmer Wing Chimera, so they can just pick up the Nightmare. All right, so it's Eyes, you. Eyes, you. Attack with everybody. They're going to take the trade here. So the reason I'm doing this is I really needed to get this out. Like, they could just pick up Elspeth's Nightmare on their upkeep, replay it, and kill the Envoy if I don't get it out of range there. I could have just done 1 and see if they take the trade, I suppose. But, I mean, as it stands, we're in quite a bad spot. Our opponent is likely to either have removal or a flyer here. And they do have the flyer. We can have draws too. A land just doesn't happen to be one of them. They can sniff out our bluff here. Sort of priced into blocking. As we'll pass back. Okay, definitely got options here into like Helad's Pilgrim, into finding Irosa's Blessing. As Irosa's Blessing will be 2 cheaper. Harpy here. Okay, so there's an Apathy. So we get to at least do that. Apathy, exile, and I think offer the trade with Envoy and Harpy. Opponent's down to 1 card, right? Like, this Nadir Kraken is slow. We have them on a 3-turn clock. So we could get there. We'd have to get a little lucky. That's not a way to get lucky. That's a way to get lucky, though. All right. Punish the Witness. Keep making little tentacles. Rage-Scarred Berserker. Okay. So it looks like we have to fade 1 draw step. We take 5 here. Next turn we can take whatever. Yep, here we go. It looks like it's all comes down to this. So if we don't block, we'll take 12. 5, 5, 1, 2. And we could block a tentacle, but that would play into Mire's Grasp, so I feel like there's no reason to do that. And we'll see if the opponent's got it here. The little envoy that could. Yeah, I'm not going to play around like Fruit of Tizarus and Flashback or whatever. I will play around Mire's Grasp, though, and not block. Though I guess if they have Mire's Grasp, I lose anyway, right? Because this is just an 0-1. Timuret Calls the Dead. All right, so I'm being a little fancy there. But now, I don't know what they could have here. They're just showing me more of their deck. They have Dismissal, Riptide Turtle, another Berserker. Okay. We get there? We get there. Whew, nice. All right. Feels good. Very few people see a resolved Elspeth's Nightmare get the 2-for-1 and live to tell the tale as a victory. So blessings do seem good. Riptide Turtle, they're quite defensive, in fact. Magic Online will be taken off in an hour and 45 minutes. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. So, could see Flare as well to take out. We saw double Witnesses. Actually, that's another reason. I'm going to bring in Revoke Existence. We saw double Witness of Tomorrows. It's possible that I want to cut something like Rage Hound. Don't love having to attack every turn with something, especially on the draw. So if I want to bring in Revoke for that, I think kind of like Flare, but I don't know what to cut for it. Maybe an Eyes on the draw, an Envoy. Maybe I'll cut an Eyes on the draw for Flare, even though Flare is better with Eyes. Got 1/1s from Hero. Got Pilgrims. I think Flare is going to be good in response to removal and getting stuff out of the way for our flyers. And we've got Blessing and Alseid, so I'll leave it there. Run it back like that. Yeah, that's a really good looking hand, especially if you can hit land number 3 on time. Opponent mulligan to 6. This is a snippety snap keep for us. See how they resolve. If they go to 5, or maybe they're just deciding what to bottom. Looks like it was the latter, so they're holding on 6. Underway into game number 2. All right, opponent leads on swamp. Nice, no waiting. So Wayfarer first. Island. As we know, this could be a Riptide Turtle. So we're just going to attack. Looks like it is a little turtle. All right. We'll just drop Oracle. Better than Hero of the Pride at the moment. I'm going to go quite wide, especially if our opponent is stumbling here. Myers Grasp the Oracle. Okay. So that's going to be a hero. Pump up the Wayfarer, but no need to attack. Opponent is stuck on mana, so we will be able to push it a little bit here. Mogus's Favor on the Riptide Turtle. So I believe that's going to make us just Apathy. Get the 2-for-1 at the moment. Pump up Wayfarer. Smash for 5. Third land, so this could be Gull. I'm going to Daxos. Pump the Wayfarer. And I think it... Oh, I don't need to worry about Gull because I have Omen of the Forge. Haha. So the question is, I think I let them block because... I assume they trade with hero. Oh, they're just going to do that. That's fine. So I'll do this. And shoot the Gull. And get an additional damage here. So it's all the same, really. Like, I could have just pumped up the... I could have shot the Gull pre-combat and pumped up my creature. I would have gotten 1 extra damage. I could have shot... Could have just shot 2 to them. And then could have gone 2 to them, and then sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Could have gone 2 to them, and then put the ++1 counter or ++1 trigger on the 1/1 token and just traded off the Gull. But I felt like having the body around was better, given that we have a hero. So now I'm going to. I would like to be able to. Wish I had drawn a land because I could have Pilgrim, find Punishment, and just punish the Kraken. As it stands, I think I will just attack with everybody. And wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't think there's anything for a single black they could have. So that's game. All right, here we are for round number 2, and we are lucky again to be on the play. And lucky to have an amazing hand here. Wayfarer into Daxos, into Chimera with Blessing backup if we draw 3rd planes. That is spicy. Wow. Daxos, get the trigger from the Wayfarer, crack in for 2, opponent down to 18. Opponent has a hero. Well, I will attack with Daxos. Play Chimera. Ripping the 3rd plains was nice. Ripping 2 lands is not the best, but not gonna complain here. This is just about the best start we can hope for out of this deck. And save for like Dreadful Apathy, Karametra's Blessing should be able to help us protect our creatures from any damage spells. All right, play a mountain. I'll attack with these 2. Opponent down to 11. Is this Omen? Looks like an Omen of the Sun. Okay. They get a little bit of go wide. They get a little bit of life gain as well. Land number 4 for the opponent. As they mull over their options. We don't really have any options, unfortunately. We've basically got one play, and that is to protect our Chimera. Don't even really care about Daxos at this point. Daxos is going to be more of a blocker after this turn. They just attack with a hero. We, of course, will take it. And a hero of the Nyxborn. So opponent's got a good deck, and they are drawing well. Luckily for us, we also have a good deck and are drawing well. Trigger. Probably go ahead and always yield to Daxos, gaining us buckets of life. And now 2/6 on blocks. Should be pretty decent. Chimera is a turn 3 clock. Though they, of course, could have some more life gain in their deck. And then this is a really great matchup to have double Daxos, because all of our incidental life gain is going to be really strong, and our high toughness. So we have Iroas's Blessing on the hero. That's going to pump up everybody. That's going to probably go and take down the Chimera. Perfect opportunity to protect. Opponent has no attacks. I mean, they could just push a bunch of damage if they wanted, but flooding out a little bit here. Banishing Light. All right. There goes our Chimera. And 2 points of devotion for Daxos down with it. And we continue to see half the lands in our deck. No attacks for us. We do have another Chimera we can draw. We're out of Mountain's Blaze to help the opponent dig out of a flood if they find themselves in that situation. Heliod's Pilgrim, quite good for us. What to find? I guess let's start by casting it, huh? My guess is it's going to be Iroas's Blessing. We have Apathy, Punishment, Blessing, Double Eyes. So we could Blessing on a hero. That'll pump up the team. We can kill their hero. Then we could maybe attack with this soldier. This isn't really a problem right now, you know? So I'm wondering if we just take Apathy. It's not a problem, but then it sort of could be a problem with any future targeting spells. I'm gonna grab Blessing here. I think this also enables some good attacks for us. They are at 6. Need we remind ourselves that they are at 6. It's also possible we want to take out Oriad, but I don't think it's going to come to that. So we're going to pump up you. Now, in fact, I think we are going to smash with everybody. We're going to shoot the Hero of the Pride. See if they've got like Indomitable Will or a Blessing of their own. They have Will. Okay. Oakley dokley. I guess if I wanted to play around Will exactly, we could have... So now all of our attacks are much worse. We could have shot the hero, but I think this is fine. So that was mostly unexciting. We traded Blessing for Will, basically. An opponent didn't get to scry on their end step. Huh. Really don't like our spot. If Blessing finds its way to the yard, this Storm Herald will be good, but oh man, yeah. Gaining 2 and getting more bodies on the board. We're basically just a Daybreak Chimera away from trying to break up this board stall, but our opponent's really doing well. 5 land stop. And they've got Oriad of Mountain Blaze to dig through any future flood. Rage Hound on this board is very embarrassing, so we won't be playing that. Okay, opponent scries 2. 2 cards on the bottom. Omen of the Forge, you say? That's kind of interesting. I'm going to play Rage Hound because now, like, Rage Hound can just trade with a 1/1 and that's fine too, and we can, like, you know, escape it later. But they might get frisky and, like, block with Hero of the Pride, and then we can Omen it. Or Omen can be a trick to, like, shoot down the Hero of the Nyx or the Oracle to pump up the Rage Hound, to eat a 1/1. Like, there's a lot of options here. Daxos from our opponent. Holy cow. Yep. Envoy. There's a flyer. Okay. So start by attacking here. See what they do. They're going to put Daxos in front. Seems pretty reasonable. I'm going to play Omen, pump up the Rage Hound, and shoot Daxos. See if that works. Looks like it won't. They're going to infuriate Daxos. Okay. Again, nice to get that gone. Play Envoy, and now we can crack the Omen to scry. Yeah. And now we've got pressure, but they also have a Daxos to be gaining life. So it's definitely going to be a grind here. And I think a grind favors the player with Oriad of Mountains Blaze in play. This feels like they've drawn something that can target a hero, and they're trying to figure out blocks. Like how we would block if they went to attack with everybody. Oh no, it's just a rummage. Pitching planes. Passing to us. See what we can draw. Heliod's Punishment. Oh, we could kill Daxos. That's actually pretty relevant. We could kill Daxos and then get it back with Storm's Herald. Oh, no. This has to go on our own creature. Never mind. So we can kill Daxos and then get back Ragehound. I don't hate that. So let's go bottom, top. So we killed Daxos. No life gain for you. This is a very acute interaction if you haven't seen it. Because Daxos' text is what gives it toughness. Heliod's Punishment removes that text, so Daxos' toughness is 0 and it dies. We will pump up Envoy. And attack for 2. Getting back Ragehound. Is there a point? I think so. We have nothing better to do. So let's just do that. It's like entirely possible we can just draw an enchantment next turn. So we can pump this up so that it gets to attack through stuff. They're going to Apathy our Envoy. Okay. We've got our own Apathy here, huh? That's pretty dang good. So let's go Apathy on Hero. Oh, it's cheaper. Let's go Apathy on Hero. Wow. All right. Opponent with the sweet, sweet protection. Now we're forcing them to make these plays on their turn. Or, sorry, on our turn. Which is good. Like, they're not getting the hero boosts on blocks. We get a Daxos Death Trigger. Again, Storm Herald bringing back Apathy doesn't do anything because we have to attach it to our own creatures. I guess if we were desperate for a hero trigger, we could get that, but we're not, in fact. Looks like we're going rummaging here. It does feel like this is increasingly tough to beat without something like a Daybreak Chimera for us. All right, Incendiary Oracle. Pass. I think we can definitely safely cut Ragehound and even lay into the Lost Pride against double Omen of the Sun and Hero of the Nyx. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble here. We really need to find Chimera. Opponent just digging for a way to target one of their heroes here, it looks like. And we continue to draw the lands that we could be pitching with an Oread. We didn't end up with an Oread, did we? Don't think we did. Yeah, it's a really bad matchup, or at least a bad run out for us. But I do think our opponent's deck is perhaps better than ours. Now, if they have no ways to target left, let's see. Hulk Smash. Like, you know, if we can get Hero of the Nyx to die, and then Storm Herald getting back Iroas's Blessing, like, we could, in theory, steal a win, depending on how they decided to play. Glory Bearers, okay. That's pretty good. Now all the 1/1s get to attack as 1/2s. Grindiest game 1 in a Boros mirror match. Okay. We've got Omen of the Sun, though, right? Yeah, definitely bringing that in. I think Omen of the Sun comes in, Revoke Existence comes in, Blessings want to come in, Final Flare maybe, another Oracle for the opponent, okay. Another Pilgrim. What's left? Just Sentinel's Eyes, okay. I think I'll suit up a Soldier as a 2/2. And hold the other one. I think I'll put one on a Pilgrim too. I think having 2 3s is important. Or more 2 power creatures is important. More rummaging. They might deck. Seems unlikely, but they might. Come on, just go for it. All right, that's land number 11 for us. Still not exiling our envoy. Omen of the Forge. Targeting Oracle. Targeting Wayfarer. You got it. You gonna scry on upkeep? No. Another rummage? Or is this a final flare? I mean, the thing is, the life total is so low that they're never going to get frisky enough where, like, we can cheese a win with Storm Herald, I don't think. Four lands left in our deck. Opponent on that scry plan. Their decision is 1 bottom, 1 top, so they like something. We'll see if that something gets them to win the game. Looks like it is. Serve with everybody? No, serve with just the tokens. Okay. I will always yield to this trigger. Wait, is it for... Oh, yeah, okay. So, block here, 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 and here. And I guess hold a 1/2, and we'll take 12. Yep. Bless up. All right, we get a land into the Lost Pride. And we'll probably just put an eyes on it. Exiling Apathy and Wayfarer. Still holding it down here a little bit. I mean, did you just top that blessing? Yes, I know. I know Magic Online is going away. Don't you worry. 4 cards left for the opponent. I think it would be hilarious if this came down to decking. Yeah, Chimera's something. What's this? Probably won't come down to decking, but it'd be funny if it did. Oracle number 3. I think I may just have to drop this Herald next turn. I think I need another blocker. All right, we got our own Chimney. Do I ever think this Irosis Blessing thing is going to happen? Probably not. Let's just drop it. Gives us the life gain off of Daxos, which is not irrelevant, and I think providing another blocker here is important. Let's see, this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lands. So 1 or 2 left for the opponent would be my guess. Wow, they're digging. Take it. You got removal? Just going wide. All right. Daxos is a 2/12. And I believe the life gain from Daxos is what has been winning us this game. Tell me opponent rummages again. Apathy on their own hero. Are we dead? Maybe we're just dead. Maybe I didn't math correctly. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have the attacks that I thought I did. So we'll go to blocks. And those blocks will be probably a chump. Let me just math this real quick. Block here. Block. Block here. Get this off. Block here. Have to block the oracles. This is 16, 20. Oh my gosh, I am just dead. Is there any way for me to not just be dead? So nothing has first strike, right? 16, 20, 22. Wow. And no way for me to sacrifice anything or have first strike happen, right? Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So I guess I could have not attacked with the Chimera. That would have been the play if I had sort of counted that out. Though it would have to be exactly this where they're using a removal spell on the hero for us to have known about how we should have blocked or not blocked. Yeah, and I have nothing with flying. So I believe we are just dead. Yeah, -1. All right, begin sideboarding. Weird matchup here. So I said I wanted a revoke. I said I wanted omen. I said I wanted my X ones gone. So that's 2 easy swaps. Wish I had an Oread. Man, their deck. Their deck is like ours. It's very similar to ours. Anything else that seems not great? Thinking about this Chariot. Feeling like that's going to be good on the draw, maybe. But I'm going to run this on the play. Yeah, okay. I'll keep. This is a hand that would be better on the draw because it's a bit more defensive. Yeah, that's good. It's interesting. That was our Wayfarer into Daxos into Chimera draw, and just wasn't good enough. Just was not good enough. All right, we'll drop the hero. Follow that up with Chimera next turn, hopefully. No blocks. So we know they have an Omen. We also know they have Omen of the Sun and Omen of the Forge. So playing, like, we could play Eyes here and attack with the hero. That leads to a blowout with Omen of the Forge and doesn't let us cast Chimera. So I think I'm just going to cast Chimera and pass. Ooh. That felt like an F6 to me. You know what? You got Omen of the Sun? No, you don't. Wait, you do and you didn't want to block? Wow. Okay. Apathy there's fine. We've got Revoke. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to save Sentinel's Eyes for next turn, for when we have 2 more 1/1s. Still going for it. Leaving back 1, okay. Any pumping? No pumping, so you want to use at least 4 of your mana. Another Apathy is annoying. And you've got Omen of the Forge, which is also annoying. Or you've got Blessing. Yep. Show it to me. Okay, so it's Blessing. That's fine. All right, so we'll crack Omen on end step. Hope to find some goodies. Opponent keeping the beats, no fear. Pump once, down to 9. And a Daxos of their own. Blessing and Apathy, those are both great. This smells like a Karametra's Blessing to me from them. Like, why didn't they pump again, you know? So they've got a second Blessing. I guess I'd rather I'm gonna go top. I'd do it on Chimera just in case it's Omen of the Forge. Just in case it's Omen of the Forge. Feels like it's Blessing. Oh, it's Indomitable Will. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just pass. That's pretty bad for me. No blocks will take 4. And I mean, they'd still now get a scry here with the Omen. Believe I still need to do so. I'm gonna eyes up 1. Feels like I misplayed here. Eyes up 1. See if they take the trade. They might just take the trade, actually. They don't. And now we get to Apathy. Obviously, if we had done this in the reverse order and apathy last turn, we would be in a much better spot, but they would still have Will. We'll exile here. No waiting. And pass. And this is a pretty important scry. Bottom top. Yeah, they just go wide here. But it's not bad for us. Like that, there's many worse cards that they could have top decked. We'll play Hero. Let's actually turn off auto yields. Let's crack in with the Soldier. This is free. We either get to trade with something, they chump, we get 2 damage in. The Vigilance is actually quite huge here, and if they do trade, we get to redeploy eyes on another Soldier. Okay. The opponent's just holding lands here. Oh, wow. All right. Attack. If we can get the board clear here for a hero, maybe we just get there. Maybe we just get there. Oh, we do just get there. Wow. Forcing a game 3 here. It definitely felt like we had spewed that off. All right. Now on the draw, I feel like we want to make some defensive changes here. Perhaps Blessings. Final Flare. Yeah. What are some aggressive cards that could come out? Something like a Storm Herald. Something like a Heliod's Punishment, though I do like that this kills Daxos. Like onboard tricks like Alseid of Life's Bounty don't seem better than a Blessing here. So what if we cut these 3, bring in Flare, Blessing. Wait, oh no, these are not the cards I wanted. I wanted these cards. I want like Chariot, 3/3 First Striker, or 2/4. 2/4 hold the ground, 3/4 hold the ground, and a Flare seem better than Herald Punishment Alseid. Still only have 1 Blessing, but honestly the Blessings are not great. They don't have a lot of removal, right? We've seen Apathy, which is good for Flare, and we've seen Banishing Light. And Blessing can protect against some of those sometimes, and we've got Revoke as well. So I think I'm going to make those swaps. Chimeras take me home here. That's sort of the plan. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep. I'm going to trust our deck here. Can always Blessing on 2 and then Flare on 3 if we want. That's got to die. Envoy is... Oh, Envoy into Iroas' Blessing is pretty sweet. No blocks here. Let's see if opponent's stuck on 2 or not. They are not. Okay. This could be any number of things. I'm going to wait. Casting Blessing into open mana when they've got Omen of the Forge in their deck is a little bit of a yikes. And there's a Glory Bearers. No attack still for our opponent. So my feeling here is that we just go... We can Chimera and Eyes on the Envoy. I think I like that. Save our removal for flyers. Or in response to stupid blessings. Okay. Yep. Can attack for 4. Sounds good. And they have Blessing up. They have Blessing mana up. So I guess I make them use it here. Or I guess we find out if they have it. So this now means that this could block the 4/5. It also has an attack now, if we want. All right, so I'm going to Blessing. Target Oread. Yeah, we'll just attack. No, I'm attacking with both because I'm not blocking. I'm pegging you for Karametra's Blessing, and I don't want to lose my Nyxborn Courser. I'd much rather you do that. I'd much rather wait next turn to do it. If you want to get all fancy pants, then I can have Omen of the Forge to finish it off and Final Flare as backup in response to you casting it. So. And right now, my Envoy holds off the 1/1s. I'm fine to make that trade if they want to use the Blessing to take down the Envoy if they attack with the 1/1s. All right, just get in for 4. That's fine. Down to 11 we go. Reverend Hoplite. All right. Attack with Envoy. Pass. Hope for no hero. Yeah, it's got to just be this. Could be Eyes, though, because we can just get it back. Let's do Eyes. If they have the second one, they have the second one, you know? Or if they have Indomitable Will, you know, there's not really much that I can do about that. Actually, Indomitable Will is fine because we can deal 5 and then deal 2. It just can't be the second Blessing. Opponent really deep in the tank here. Oh, Flicker of Faith, the Hoplite. We've got that too. And all of a sudden, we may just have gotten there. What a great exchange that was for us. And opponent's done. They're top decking. So we'll start by cracking Omen on upkeep, see what we can find. Essentially draw 2. Bottom the lands. More lands. Let's get eyes on you. You know, we could put eyes on Courser and get to start attacking with that. Like, interesting. Eyes Courser. That means they just start chumping. And we're only getting in for 1. I think we want to eyes here. It's still a question of, do we want to attack with the Courser here? Am I fine trading this for 3/1/1s? I think I am. I think reducing their board is important. Because if they find a removal spell here, then we're taking 2, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was wrong. We'll see. They went bottom. Wow. A really good draw for us. So let's crack in with the Envoy. Play Pilgrim. See what we can find. Eyes or Apathy. Gotta be Apathy. And then pass. Opponent flashes in Omen of the Sun. Gets another Scry. That's a really good draw for them. Basically Fog, add to the board, and dig for more action here. But I am pretty happy that we took out 3/1/1s. They went bottom again, which is great. Find a Daxos, yeah. Probably worth exiling, to be honest. Life gain is a real problem for us. So I'm just going to take care of that and get him for 2. Our own Daxos would be real nice. Attack with Envoy. Looks like opponent may be stumbling. We'll attack. Get a Daxos online. We'll 2/6. And they're done. Wow. What a match. Holy cow. Whew. Off to the finals, folks, if you're still with us. All right, here we are for round number 3, the finals. Magic Online's been down for maintenance. It's back. Let's play first. And we will keep this hand. A little unexciting, but we can cast almost everything. We've got Helad's Pilgrim to go find something as well. Lead off with an Alseid. Can suit it up too at some point, if we want. Our opponent down to 6 cards, down to 5 cards. Oof. Figuring out how they want to salvage their opener. It's a Chain Web Arachneer. Okay. We'll lead on Envoy. Pass. Arachne are actually kind of relevant in this matchup. A lot of our ways to win are flyers. Setessan and Skirmish are not a card that I'm impressed by in the slightest. So even if we draw a land here, I think we're just going to eyes the Envoy and get in for 2. I think we can hold on to the second one here. We can spew off this blessing if we want. Plummet? Yeah, I'll definitely... Well, so do we use the onboard trick or do we use the trick that's in our hand? I think we use the onboard trick first. Give this protection from green. Also, opponent main decking Plummet. That is, that's bold. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. That was a very anticlimactic end to this video. Thankfully, round 2 was really full of twists and turns and some interesting games, as round 3 was not. And thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, maybe leave something in the comments like, wow, early concession, or I don't know what. But I hope you liked it, and we'll see you for our next one. Have a good one.